what's up, Lite Brite Nation?
What's up, Lite Brite Nation?
So John was here at 6 o'clock this morning, and he brought us some goodies.
Hey.
Yeah. So now we can go ahead and get these on and kind of see this thing start to come together.
Yeah, I'm excited. I gotta finish wiring the dash today, but we can get most of this thing probably put together today. It'll actually look like a Jeep by the end of the day.
We want it done in like the next couple of days for sure.
I have to get it done in the next couple of days.
As you know, we have like other projects. Nope, I meant this one.
It's coming. I swear, baby, I swear.
Not that these aren't cool, but you know, that's my baby.
Yeah, we finally got parts for that, but that's another time.
One of the first things that we need to do is clean up the countersunk holes because the rubber from the bullet liner clogged it a little bit, if you will. So, yep, just gonna clean them up so that way the hardware will fit perfect.
Getting the shocks the door eyes all cleaned up. Got the uniballs put back in them. They look fresh. Look how shiny. We're gonna get these on this guy today. Still waiting on seats, but I'll get the dash put in today. Beck's gonna get the rest of it bolted down today. We still have to bolt the front bumper on. It's just sitting on there. Looks pretty sick though. Looks pretty good. All right, so now we're gonna get to putting this dash together. And as you can see, the layout is much different. So we got speakers over here instead of over here. No glove box because of the cage. You couldn't use this glove box anyway. I could move it over, but we're gonna put some AC and stuff in here, and he's not really concerned about that because he has a Tuffy box in the center console. Radio's just about in the same spot, but then I split up all the gauges. There was a gauge down here, there was two up here, there was one in the factory. We got rid of the factory, so we added the 4, a clock, USB, and auxiliary power. And the switch pros is gonna go right here. Speedo, RPM, steering column, the other speaker. So it's pretty laid out. It's pretty even. It's gonna look pretty sick. So now we're just gotta get this loaded so that I can flip it over and finish the harness. Oh, one other cool feature. No, actually, I'll show you later. So another thing I like to do when I'm installing the switch pros is it usually comes with studs. I like to swap those out for these little itty bitty guys, And before I pop this panel in, I'll put a little piece of double-sided tape on the back of these. And all that does is help secure it and keeps it from rattling. It takes the stress off of these little tiny 632 bolts that hold it in there. So we're gonna get some double-sided tape on here, center it up, and then get the bolts put in. Well, I kind of screwed up a little bit, so you can see all this. And then that's the hole that holds the dash on. The corner just covers that hole. So now I gotta come up with plan B. They're pretty flat. I think I'm gonna put the bolt in first, then mount the switch pros, and then when I install it, that'll just be the first bolt we put in. That's probably gonna be what I'm gonna do. Ooh, countersunk flushies. Maybe. Let me go see if I can find some. Randomness of the bolt bin. All my metrics are in here. Usually when I buy stuff, I try to get like boxes or bags. So I used to do a lot of metric stuff, so this was all metric laid out. But now all the metrics in the top, and then quarter 20 is like in this area. So looks like quarter 20. That looks like quarter 20. Yep, that's quarter 20. Sweet. Let's see if this fits. Well, that works out pretty well, actually. Yeah, that'll work pretty well. Sick. I think that even looks cleaner than what I was gonna put in there, which was factory. So surprisingly, that worked out pretty well. Well, that works. So now I'm gonna call Beck because she's at an appointment right now, and I'll just have her stop at Ace and pick up a box of those. I'll be back. All right, crisis averted. I have some black oxide countersunk Allen head bolts coming, which are gonna look a lot cleaner than what we had. So now let's just get back to finishing putting this thing together. Okay, there she is. Everything in this dash is brand new, including the dash. Minus that. That thing is old as dirt. But the original quartz clock out of the old dash. I refurbished it, touched it up, made it a black bezel. And now, old and new with the original quartz clock in it. And it still works. I already tested it. I made it work. And that is pretty rad. There she is in all of her glory. All right, everything's in now except for the switch pros, which we are waiting for that bolt to show up. Beck should be here any minute, and we'll get that installed. But now we're gonna flip it over and put the wiring in it. Now it's time to install the spaghetti mess. If you were here last time, I made a harness for this whole dash so that once you lay it in, we only have to connect it on this end with these connectors. I got a couple more wires I gotta figure out. I gotta terminate these guys on another connector, but we're gonna lay all this in here now. Technically it's upside down from what it was, so it goes like that. All right, so Beck is back. We're finishing putting this tailgate together.
Got the hardware we needed.
Yep, she went out and got hardware we needed.
Did you guys miss me?
Yes, I always miss you. Don't put that on camera. Don't put that on camera. It's gonna make it look like something.
That we're best friends?
That we're best friends, cause she's my best friend. I don't know the rest of that song.
I don't either.
Are you ready? So we're gonna put the tailgate stringer guy off the old tailgate on there. Put the brackets in.
Everything
We
goes
got the original locks, latches, thingy, catch lock things. All original. That guy, this guy, and this guy, and this guy.
We are windowless. We took off the windshield last night because or the windshield frame to have a window put in it today. So we will get that back tomorrow and throw that in. And next we have to put the roll cage in. We don't have the seats. We're gonna put the dash in, and the winch is gonna get some brand new synthetic rope.
Well, right now we're gonna put this clean dash in. So we gotta put this in before we do the roll cage, because when the roll cage sits in front of the dash, then you can't get the dash in, as we know. So let's get this guy in there. So that dash looks pretty dope. All we got left to do is put the steering wheel in it. But right now I got a couple more bolts to put in, and I'll connect the wiring down under here. Yeah, we'll get a battery in here and start testing stuff. Beck got the fair lead on. I got the winch hooked up. Now I'm putting the battery and stuff in here. So it had a red top in here. They're not my favorite, but they work. I did get these cool little Amazon battery terminals. So we're gonna use those. So I'm gonna get everybody hooked up. What is that? Oh, that's the drain. So now I'm gonna hook up all the power so that we can get this winch going so that Beck can roll up the winch cable. Yay, hopefully we don't burn it down. Let's find out.
So Mr. John really wanted an orange synthetic winch rope, and we told him to go with the black because it was safe, because we didn't know if it would be too much orange going on. And it turns out that his actually does have orange in it. He just has to get to the end of his rope. But it's kind of wild because it matches like perfectly, where most of the time it's red, not orange. So there you go, John.
Yeah.
We left this on here to cut the paint after you paint it, so that when you pull it, you have a good tape line.
Woo! Yes! Yes. For those of you wondering, we got it in successfully.
First try.
The window's looking phenomenal. This is just soapy water that we're using. Just anything as a lubricant.
I'm just making sure
to get the gasket all the way around.
all the way in there. Sweet. Now we just wax on, wax off, and put it back on.
Yeah. Dang, I'm so excited we got it in. Like with no hassle, really.
Yeah, I was kind of nervous.
We were nervous about putting this gasket in because it has this texture all the way around it. And even though we got quite a bit of it off, we were still afraid that it wouldn't easily like slide on. So,
Yeah. So Beck and I got the window back in and the frame back up. It's a little dirty. We need to wash that. So the next thing we got are the PRP seats. So the problem is if you put the PRP seat on a stock CJ riser and you put the seat on top of the riser, it puts the seat so high that your head hits the cage and your seating position is just really high. So what we're gonna have to do is engineer something. I haven't figured it out yet because I just started this, but that's gonna have to go down. And if I wanted to put a slider on there, it's gonna be even taller. So I'm gonna have to use my beautiful assistant to figure out how high this has gotta be. All right, so as you can see, the seat sits way too high, like it's above the center. Peanut says we gotta lower it. Look, she can't even jump down, it's so high. Okay, so it was a busy night last night. We did get the seats in, and then I hit my head on this mirror that John just put in.
Yeah.
John put mirrors in. So yeah, I just hit my head. I used a stock seat riser, and then I made some flip brackets and took the sliders out so that we can get them down pretty good. Woo! So these ones worked out. The problem is the passenger side one does not have sliders in it. So when I did the same to the other side, the other seat, as you can see right here, sits up just a little bit more than the driver's seat. So it's gonna go to a show, and when it gets back, I'll cut that seat frame down just an inch so that it matches the driver's seat, because it's actually really comfortable. And they still work. They still, you know, they still flip up so you can get in the back seat, which we don't have that yet either. Beck is putting the top rail in for the bimini top, or whatever you guys call it. We're trying to get the port ornament mounted. That's what John's doing. Mac, that's Mac. This is Mac right here.
It's Mac.
This is Mac. So we're just about wrapped up. Got to do a couple more buttoning up. Still needs the steering wheel. Just need to put that on. Still needs license plates so they can drive it around. And what's that? Yeah, we need to put the soft top on. Other than that, though, we're this close. We'll be right back. Toy.
It's pretty awesome.
So there it is. We got all the finishing touches wrapped up on this Jeep. It will come back for a couple of more. We are going to put heat and AC in it, custom unit. Just didn't have enough time, and we have to change the front of the motor around so that we can get a new AC condenser and compressor and everything in the front. But that's going to be later. It's going to be around 3, maybe 2, 3, whatever round that is. But here she is, and she looks amazing.
Mac Daddy looks amazing.
Oh, Mac
Just
Daddy.
kidding, we're not calling it Mac Daddy.
Mac Daddy, the little hood ornament.
Yeah. His name's Mac.
His name's Mac.
John, did you name this Jeep?
Not yet.
Nope.
The infamous John, everybody. Squeeze on in
Now
here. This is his Jeep. We also have his bouncer.
We got the Hummer, which
We have the Hummer. I know you've seen in a couple of these videos.
I do have a beautiful
He has an LJ.
He's got an
That's
LJ
the-
too.
yep.
We haven't seen that yet. Pretty awesome.
It's nice. Speaking of LJs, this one's gotta get done first.
Yeah, this one.
It'll get done.
Hers is next. We're gonna get back on that after this thing gets out of the shop. So anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and share. And remember, you can get all your Lite Brite merch and decals.
At LiteBriteStudios.com.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
And we'll see you later, guys.
See ya.
See ya.
Bye. The sun was in my face.
It's not now, right?
No.
Okay. All right.
These guys are wrestling.
She won.
She won. Yeah, all we use is paracord. So this is just paracord, or 50-50 cord, or whatever you want to call it, military stuff.
Yeah.
It's nylon. Good stuff. I gotta wrap it all back up. Sorry.
He whipped me.
I whipped it real good. Done. Donezo.